Good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Rick, Broadman Baptist Church. This is the Broadman Word for October 28th, 2024. And today we're going to talk about getting to the point, specifically getting to the point when you pray. You know, we all have that wonder, is God hearing me? Is this effective? Are my prayers righteous? Is this in God's will? And sometimes we have a long list of things to get through, and sometimes we, tend to repeat ourselves, or we might use, lots of words to try to give it some impact or emotion, particularly when we're praying in public. We want people to collectively join in and to feel the same passion or emotion, or perhaps learn something during the prayer. These are all fine things, but we need to be careful that we're not praying for some other purpose than to directly petition God, not for us to be heard by anybody, but to be heard by God, for us to bring our petitions directly to Him, and as often as we need to, and with the confidence that He's going to hear what it is we have to say, and He'll either do something or sometimes not, and we may know or we may not. But the point is, our prayers are not to be these long oral dissertations, perfectly constructed and using lots of flowery language. Unless that's how you normally talk, well, you should talk to God however He equipped you to talk. But generally speaking, we don't want to turn our prayers into things of show, things to be looked at, people afterwards saying, boy, that guy can pray, right? That's not the point. Our ability to talk to God is an amazing thing. You have direct access anytime you want to the creator of the universe and everything in it. The God who loves you so much He gave up His Son, the one who gives you your salvation, the one who is there, who's promised to prosper you and not harm you, and just on and on and on. So in taking a look at that and taking a look at who God is, we have some scripture from Ecclesiastes, from Solomon, in writing in Ecclesiastes. It says, "Do not be hasty in word or impulsive in thought to bring up a matter in the presence of God. For God is in heaven and you are on earth, therefore let your words be few." When you think about it, God already knows what you're going to come pray to Him about. I mean, He wouldn't be God if He didn't. And so us bringing the petitions forward to Him is just recognition that you need Him, you need something from Him, and you are communicating what's going on in your life, what's going on in your heart, to your Father. And just like talking to any parent, you come with a petition, and He's going to hear your petition and make an evaluation on what to do. So great big, long, flowery dissertations are not really necessary. It's not going to make, you're not going to stick the landing, so to speak, with your prayer just because you say it a certain way. God is there. He loves you. He loves you like there is no one else to love. And He's going to do whatever is best for you, no matter what you've asked for. He knows what's best and what needs to be done in any particular situation. And so that's what's going to happen. What you are coming to Him for may or may not move Him to action. But it is going to be perfect, whatever He does. It's going to be done in love, whatever He does. And it's going to be what's good for you, whatever He does. So, or doesn't do. So then our prayers need to be more loving. They need to be more focused, and like you are, in fact, coming to your Father. They need to be about what it is you truly feel like you need to communicate to God, not what we think we can get Him to do or what we think we might want, what we truly feel in our hearts and our minds. Back in the day, the Pharisees used to pray a lot. They used to pray in public, which is a fine thing to do. Praying in public corporately with your brothers and sisters is an amazing thing. It can be truly loving and unifying. But the Pharisees used to do it, and they used to go on, and they need it, but it was for them. It was for them to be heard. In Matthew 6:7, it says, "When you are praying, do not use meaningless repetition as the Gentiles do, for they suppose that they will be heard for their many words." Well, that's not true. It doesn't matter how many words you stuff into your prayer. It's not going to increase or decrease the chances that God is going to be moved to action or to hear you. He's going to hear you, and if you are coming to Him with righteous prayer, a righteous man's prayers are always heard, and He's going to do whatever is best in the situation. So I guess the point of today is for us to understand these scriptures from Ecclesiastes and two from Matthew, the one from 6:7 that I told you about, and then also from Matthew 6, it says, "When you pray, you're not to be like hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and on the street corners so that they may be seen by men." So let's think about our prayers. Next time you come to God in prayer, be humble, be loving, and be direct. Get to the point. You are talking to the creator of the universe and everything in it. You're not going to surprise Him. You're not going to finally come to Him with a prayer request and He's going to go, "I didn't see that coming," right? That's not going to happen. So construct your words as if you're talking to a truly loving God, which He is. You're coming to Him with your heart troubled or joyful or somewhere in between, and you simply want to communicate what it is you're feeling, where you are in your life or your day, and to petition His help with whatever it is you might need. And it doesn't necessarily take a lot of words. You got a lot going on? Talk a lot. But most of us on most days when we go to God just need to be careful that we're not just babbling or thinking that we have to say things in some specific perfect way, or that we can increase the chances of a prayer being heard with some sort of fancy words, because you don't. So listen, I love you. Pray, pray, pray. Pray, pray, pray. But do it in a manner worthy of talking to your Father. Take care. I'll see you next time.